Have you ever received a phone call that changed your life? On May 21st, 2003, I called my mom, Colette, to let her know I'd be doing 5 years in prison. That call changed her life. I served 3 of those 5 years in prison, and on September 18th, 2003, after a fight landed me in solitary confinement, I got a call. It wasn't a regular call, and even though it was a long distance call, it seemed like it was coming from right inside my prison cell. It was the call of God in my life to be a better version of myself as well as help others. I didn't receive that call very well, but after hours on my knees, I was hoping the call would never end. That call changed my life. I began being mentored by a couple of inmates in prison for about a year, and then they got out, and I was so excited for them, only to hear they were back in prison. And my heart sank. I called God. I said, hey, you had them mentoring me, and they didn't make it. How am I going to make it? And he said, as long as you pursue this dream I'm going to give you, you'll never come back to prison. That dream? A transitional house for men coming out of prison to help them get back on their feet. One that teaches them how to live in a way that doesn't allow them to go back to prison. One that teaches life skills, practical needs, recovery classes, and more importantly, vocational training. 2 of the main reasons men go back to prison is lack of healthy relationships and lack of knowledge. We are providing the healthy relationships, but if we're going to put a dent in this long-standing cycle of men going back to prison, we're going to need some help with the vocational training. And we're about to start a welding class, but we really need a bigger space. In March of 2012, I got a call from another mother, not mine, Bernie's mom. Norma called me to ask me if we would take her son in to our transitional house. I said, Norma, we're not even open yet, but consider it done. You got it. She began to cry, and I began to cry with her. She told me later that call changed her life. Bernie did get out. We helped him find a job making $8 an hour. We began teaching him all those leadership skills. And 6 years later, he just called me a few weeks ago to let me know, 6 years later, he's making $20 an hour and a supervisor. I love getting phone calls from men that have come through Forgiven Felons to let us know that we made an impact in answering the call on their life, the call that changed their life. But we want to do more. I've been out for 13 and a half years, and I know every man that has come through Forgiven Felons has a call. And we want to help them answer and fulfill that call at a much higher level. So if you know someone who's been impacted by incarceration, visit forgivenfelons.org and let us help them answer the call that could change their life.